Hi, I'm Carol Cecil, Executive Director for Kentucky Partnership for Families and Children. I want to thank you for coming to learn about us today. I've got a PowerPoint or a little video to show you. I hope it helps you understand who we are and what we do. So let me share my screen. So the wagon is our logo because we often know that youth and families, that when they're having challenges, they're at point A and they want to get to point B, but they don't know how. And that's where KPFC and many of our partnering agencies and service agencies, that's where we come into play. If they don't know how to get from point A to point B, we put them in our wagon and we help guide them there and take them there and teach them along the way so they don't always need our wagon. Okay, who are we? We are a family organization. So over 50% of us are parents who have raised or are raising children with behavioral health challenges. That includes mental health and addiction issues or substance use disabilities. We also have transition age youth or TAY. And these are what we have are adults who received services under the age of 18. And so half of our staff are adults that fall into this category. We're a statewide nonprofit organization. So we're not a state agency, though we serve the entire state of Kentucky. We are a nonprofit organization. And because we are a family organization, 51% or more of our board of directors must be parents or primary caregivers raising children with behavioral health challenges. We are one of the key partners in Kentucky's system of care model. And so trying to help all the agencies that work with families know better how to serve families in those positions. So let's get to our next slide. All right, so this is a system of care. You've probably seen it many times before, but it's a spectrum of defined services. And you can see the circle of circles shows all these different providers or agencies. And so when you see that, it's about all these different agencies wrapping around the community to ensure that no families fall through the cracks. And so KPFC is a part of Kentucky System of Care as the family and youth network for families that are raising children with behavioral health challenges. You can see a lot of the other partners, and many of you will recognize that you all fall under some of these other agencies. So what do? We provide education, giving lots of opportunities for people to gather information they need. We get a lot of resource questions. So people needing information about disabilities or what's the best way to walk through a scenario or navigating a system. We have a monthly e-newsletter we send out. We provide lots of trainings for parents and transition age youth. And we give support. So we have an available toll-free phone line. And usually we get emails these days, but people could call the toll-free line if they're needing information or some type of resource support. We offer peer support by phone. We now have some peer support centers that are offering peer support out in the regions, but for many years it was just by phone because we were all in Frankfort, but we serve the whole state. So we continue to do that by email, by phone, and now out in the regions with our peer support centers. And that's what the next bullet is. We partner with Kentucky System of Care by helping to educate all those agencies you saw in the circle on the last slide. We help them better understand how to partner with families, how to engage families, and how to become family and youth driven within Kentucky System of Care. We help families and young people navigate all those agencies. So all those partners that were in the System of Care circle, we try to help our families and youth understand how to navigate them. Each one of those agencies has their own acronyms, their own language, their own processes, their own values, and vision and mission. And so we try to help the families and these understand why certain things have to be a certain way and what they should expect when they're navigating. We also refer families to those services when they need them. We're also working to build the movement. We have a leadership training for older teens and young adults and parents of any age child with behavioral health challenge that teaches them how to advocate without injury, how to build leadership skills, and how to be more comfortable speaking up while sitting on a committee or a council or a board, being able to use your voice to make a difference for others. We also do some workforce development by offering the family and youth peer support certification training. And so we've recently, this past year, of course, gone into virtual trainings. Those meetings usually occur 2 times a year. They might occur more if we're doing it virtually. And we're often asked to recruit parent and youth voice to sit on different committees. So we might get a call from one of the committees on that system of care, or one of the agencies on that system of care, and they have a committee that's looking at policies, and they want to have a parent and a young person on there to help provide feedback for unintended consequences or what the successes would be with that change, but to be able to give their feedback. And what it comes down to at KPFC is we transform families. We teach transition age youth and families how to advocate for themselves and others. We help them know they're not alone, which is a huge weight lifted off families and young people. And we provide opportunities for them to network with other families and get to know other families. So what are the programs? I've already mentioned Transition Age Youth, our TAY. We have Tailored, which is Transition Age Youth Launching Realized Dreams. And we partner with community mental health centers to create specialized services, including drop-in centers for young people between 16 and 25 years old. Research shows that that's when we often lose our kids, is between 16 and 25, because as they're transitioning from the children's services to the adult services, they're tired of getting services. They don't want to. They don't want to take medication. And so during that time, we often, our young adults or young people often wander. And so Tailored is really working to change the way the state of Kentucky serves its young people. We also have Kentucky Youth Move. MOVE stands for Motivating Others Through Voices of Experience. And we are the state chapter for Youth Move National. And it consists of 18 young people between the ages of 14 and 25. And they act in an advisory capacity to our board of directors. We also have parent and family programming. We do trainings for multiple topics on disabilities, advocacy, partnering, leadership, team building. We provide family peer support to parents and family members, and we teach them how to navigate our partner agencies, how to navigate those systems. I've already mentioned workforce development. We also do some awareness activities. Pre-COVID and hopefully post-COVID, we host a Stonecatcher Masquerade Ball, and we recognize those who go above and beyond to make life safer and easier for vulnerable people. And that doesn't have to be just people in the behavioral health field. It's any field. Children's Mental Health Awareness Day. That's just making sure people are aware, trying to reduce the stigma around children's mental health. And we are actually, usually it's the first Thursday of the first full week in May. And so May 6th for this year, we will be hosting an event on our Facebook page. If you didn't get a chance to see it, you can go back and it'll be on there if you go back to May 6th, because it will be recorded. We also work really hard to help with infrastructure building. As Kentucky builds its system of care, we also have to build an infrastructure of family and youth leaders that are ready to partner with agencies. And so just like every agency around that system of care has an infrastructure, we have to have an infrastructure for the families and the youth also, and to build that leadership. You can stay connected with KPFC by checking our website, checking our Facebook page, or you're always free to email me at cwcecil@kypartnership.org. Thanks, and I hope you found this informative.